Good morning, guys. Today is Monday. It's Easter Monday. And as you can see, I am walking outside. And the reason for that is after my Kundalini session the other week or the other day, I realized that obviously I don't feel safe pretty much anywhere. And I was just thinking to myself, like, where would I, like, in a specific place, where would I like to feel more safe? So I came to the conclusion that I would love to feel a little more safe when I walk outside by myself. Whenever I walk with someone, I don't really have any issues with it because I'm with someone. Just walking by myself, I noticed that, I don't know, the sounds, I get very aware of all of the sounds around me, whether it's a car, bicycle, just someone walking their dog. It always makes me feel like I'm in danger somehow because I'm in my fight or flight mode a lot. And I just noticed that because of that, I can't really focus on the here and now. So I just basically just get into my monkey mind. And a monkey mind means just see it as if there's literally like a monkey inside your brain, just playing around, just all of these random thoughts cluttering your head without you getting anything out of them. They're literally just keeping you busy, basically. And that is what I get whenever I walk outside because I think my mind is just trying to distract me somehow. So I was thinking, I'm going to try and be more present while walking. I think I'm just going to try and expose myself to it. So what I'm going to do is walk every single day for the rest of the week if the weather allows it, because I mean, this is still like the Netherlands. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and start walking every morning. So it's now, I think it's like 8:30, something like that. So I woke up, I took a shower, got ready, and the first thing I did was get outside. So yeah, that is what we're going to try. And hopefully, if I do this a little more often, I will get used to it and I will start to feel a little bit more safe outside. So I'm going to continue on with my walk now and I will talk to you later. Bye. I know this is probably going to sound insane, but I notice that whenever there's people around me, like walking outside, and they don't have a dog, I just get so suspicious. And I feel like they're gonna attack me or something. It's insane, I know. Like, even me just saying this out loud makes me think, like, why are you so crazy? But yeah, it's because I'm in this fight or flight mode a lot. One thing that this woman from the Kundalini session also mentioned, I don't know if I told you that, but she basically said that I don't do any belly breathing, which is something that's very important during one of those sessions because belly breathing really allows you to relax. But if you're like me and your nervous system is dysregulated, you probably have like a really hard time doing that because your breath is all up here in your chest, not in your belly. And to me, it is the hardest thing ever if you focus on your breathing and you try to do belly breathing, even though you don't feel safe. It is the weirdest thing, but it just doesn't work. It makes me feel panicky. And last year, I also had a breathwork session, a somatic breathwork session. And this woman also told me, like, hey, you're breathing all wrong. And I'm like, how? I don't even have to do anything for it. It's literally breathing. Okay, I got interrupted there by my Apple Watch telling me how far I was walking. Like, who cares? Anyways, belly breathing is super, super important. But if you're in fight or flight mode, it's really hard to do that. And I notice it. Now that I'm walking outside, I'm really starting to notice my breath because I'm trying to be present now during the walk. And it's just so high, like all the way up here in my chest. My belly just feels so tense. And it's so crazy to me that how have I never noticed this before? Like, how? Also, excuse the quality of the sound in the video. I hope it's okay. I'm recording this on my iPhone with my AirPods in. I did not really plan to start recording, so I didn't bring my camera with me. So that's why, ironically, now I'm realizing that even though I wanted to do this walk to be in the present, now I am doing it to talk to you and to start vlogging. Now it's not for me, now it's for you guys. From my walk, I'm going straight to the gym. on a Monday. Do I have my life together or what? Hello, I am now back home from the gym, and I thought since it's Easter, I'm gonna make a cute little Easter bunch for me and Dave. So I am making pancakes. And not just any pancakes, I am making fluffy protein pancakes. Never done that before, so I hope they're good. Basically, the only difference with the normal pancakes is that there's protein scoops in here. So I'm just gonna mix this like I would normally do pancakes. And then we add some liquid egg whites to make them fluffy. So these are the pancakes, and this bowl is for the liquid egg whites. So I'm gonna stir that right now to make it fluffy. Okay, sadly, the pancakes were an epic fail. Dave did not like them at all. I think they're okay, but they were not fluffy. So yeah, I think I need one of those machines to make them fluffy. Anyways, I am gonna go sit in the garden because the sun is shining. So I'm gonna take a moment for myself and just chill. Good afternoon. I just got back inside. I have been sitting, or at least I have been in the garden or a backyard for a few hours now. I think almost 3 hours. And it's so hilarious, but I just can't sit still and do nothing. I don't know. I just don't want to be alone with my own thoughts, I think, because I have been pulling out the weeds in our terrace here in the backyard for, I want to say, 90 minutes at least. And then I started just ticking off some tasks on my iPad. So it's super interesting to see that. I do not know how to relax. Anyways, bonus for the fact that our garden is now at least a little bit more weed free. This was actually my first time doing the weeds, and it's kind of relaxing. I kind of like it. I do hope that I don't have to do it too often, but it was actually very calming. Anyways, I am now gonna finish editing the vlog for tonight, and then oh wow, my hair looks random. What else am I gonna do? I don't know yet. I have no idea. But I think I'm gonna leave you here today. And I think I'm just gonna talk to you tomorrow because it's just gonna be a boring afternoon. So nothing to report from my side. So I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, guys. I'm sorry, I look absolutely disgusting and I feel disgusting. I have just come back from my walk, or at least I came back like an hour ago. I did some thinking, I did some journaling, I had some breakfast in the garden, and from there, I don't know, I just ended up in one of those traps where I started cleaning our porch, our backyard porch, because there's all of these like old spider webs. So yeah, I started doing that and now I just feel very disgusting. I also brushed our cat Momo, who has a lot of hair. So there is like fluff and dust and spider webs on me everywhere. Anyways, a little update from me. I'm gonna be honest with you, this morning I felt kind of sad actually. I was reading about nervous system regulation and the functional freeze modes. So basically, if you watch one of my previous videos, you'll know that we have three different modes in our body. We have safety mode, we have fight or flight mode, and then we have the freeze or the shutdown mode. And if you stay into your fight or flight for too long, so if you have a lot of stress, you can end up in the freeze mode. And that is exactly where I am at right now. I'm in the functional freeze mode, which means that I just do not feel safe anywhere. I feel disconnected from my emotions, from people, from my environment. And it's really hard for me to feel safe. So, actually, what I read this morning was in a book, is launched today actually. It's a book from the Workout Witch, or at least that's her name on Instagram. I think her name is Liz something something, I don't remember, but the book is called When the Body Speaks. I'll link it down below. I think that's the title, but I'm not sure actually. Yeah, I think that is the title. And basically, she specializes in somatic exercises. And what they help you with is all of this like build up trauma in your body. So if you're like me and you're in this freeze mode, all of the emotions, everything that you're feeling is like pent up inside your body. And somatic exercises are a way to kind of release all of those like old, unnecessary emotions and traumas and feelings from the body. So they're like tiny exercises, actually. They're not like too big, and it's not like a breath work or something like that. It's tiny exercises, like, for example, moving your hips like this, like shaking a little. And I'm really new to this, so take everything that I say with a pinch of salt. But what made me feel really sad was what she said about self isolation, actually. I looked up her profile again on Instagram, and she did a post on people who do self isolation. And that means, or as she explains it, as people who don't get out of the house at least like 3 times a week if they can help it. And for me, I honestly, I don't want to leave the house at all. Like whenever I have an appointment or I have to go to the gym or I'm meeting friends, I don't want to go. Yeah, that sounds really, really sad. And I absolutely don't mean that I don't like my friends or anything like that. But it's just really hard for me to go outside, meet them, because I have just so much fear inside my body. And whenever I go out and have appointments or things outside of the house, I notice it a lot that I just don't want to go out. And I always felt very guilty about that. And then I read this post on her Instagram account, so on the Workout Witch's Instagram account, and she explains that people who do self isolation are in their functional freeze mode. And it doesn't mean they don't like you. It doesn't mean they hate connecting or something like that. It just means they don't feel safe enough to go outside. And that resonated with me so much. Even yesterday, I talked to you and I said, you know what? I want to go outside more. I want to talk to people more. And I started walking, or I started making the promise to myself, like, you know what? I'm going to go out and walk every single morning. And what she says is, don't force yourself. Don't force yourself to do these things if you don't want to do them, because it's not going to help you. You have to slowly get your body out of that freeze mode. And she says you can do that, among other things, by using somatic exercises. So, yeah, this morning I tried some of them and I actually really did feel a little bit of release from my stomach. I also started walking. And so I did do my walk outside and I started noticing my body. So instead of me being in my head, I tried to be in my body, if that makes sense. So I tried to like feel like, what kind of sensations do I feel? Do I feel like tense? Do I feel stressed? Do I feel anxious? Do I feel scared? All of those like feelings and emotions. And I tried to really notice them. And that actually really helped. I started to notice like the tension in my body, in my stomach mainly. That's where I always keep my tension. And as I was walking, I felt it being released a little because I was focusing on it so much. So that really helped. And yeah, I want to try and do more of that, but I do want to keep it light and not like overexpose myself if I really don't feel like it. But yeah, I think just that realization that I am a person who does like self isolation, or I'm in self isolation a lot, it makes me feel really sad that I do that. But also, it really helps me come to terms with it. Like I said, I felt really guilty about it, and now I'm like, okay, I know it's not me. It's actually this like process in my body that is preventing me from going outside and meeting people. So yeah, that's something I'm dealing with right now. And I guess my message here is, if you are someone who doesn't want to go out that much, you don't want to meet your friends, it's okay. You're not broken. There's nothing wrong with you. It's literally just your body being in this freeze mode. And there is a way to heal from that. There is a way to get out of that mode. And I'm still learning how to do that too. So I don't have the answer for you yet, but you might want to try somatic exercises. I'll do some more research on it and I'll show you a couple of exercises, ones that I really like or the ones that really help me. But first, I want to make sure that I actually understand the basics of somatic exercises. So in the meantime, I would say check out the Workout Witch on Instagram, or just YouTube and just look up something like somatic exercises, maybe even nervous system somatic exercises, something like that. And I'm sure you'll find something that can help you. Anyways, the reason I was picking up my camera was because I have a new package that finally has arrived, and it is an artwork for this wall. So I thought, let's unbox that together. This is the artwork. Hello, hello. Today is Wednesday, and I've already had quite the day. It's now 4 p.m. already, and I got interrupted there, but it is now 4 p.m. and I've been with a friend all day because we're hosting our very first women's circle. And I don't have a lot of time right now, but it's basically all about like women connecting, having meaningful conversations. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So I've been with her all day, and as you've seen, we started the day with a walk through the forest, and from there we went into a store to get some supplies, like spiritual supplies for the circle tonight, or the ceremony. I'll explain more on everything later. I'm just going to show you some of the footage that I'm going to be shooting today, and afterwards I'll explain more about what it is and why we did it. We're making the cacao right now. Hi guys, I haven't spoken to you in a while. Well, I feel like that is the start of every single clip in this video. Anyways, I haven't spoken to you in a while because I have been busy painting the house, and I had some issues with my memory card. So I did not film a lot, but I did show you some clips of me painting the house, and I will show you the results later on when there's a little bit more light. Now, right now, I am heading to the garden center to hopefully get some plants, some flowers, and some pots to go with that. So that's what I'm going to do. Guys, I have no idea where I left you. It has been one of those weeks. I have done a lot of things in the house. I will show that to you later. And I'm actually still doing those things.
I have been painting a lot. The living room is done. I'll show the final result in a minute. The garden I've also been working on, and the same for our front yard, which was the most hideous spot in our house ever. So that really deserved an upgrade. So yeah, kind of spontaneously actually, me and my mother-in-law, she loves gardening. She's very passionate about it. So she was helping me with getting into gardening because I've never had a garden before and I had no idea what to do. And since it's spring, you're supposed to like do all the weeds and stuff. So she was helping me with that. And from there, we just kind of went into a rabbit hole. And here we are doing the front yard as well. So I'll show you the upgrades there. Here we have a little sneak peek of our living room. There is a lot of clutter everywhere, so this is the only part I'm going to show you. There's painters actually working on the outside of our house as well. So yeah, there's a mess everywhere, and yeah, I'm in my painter's outfit, so if you're like, what are you wearing? That's it. And yeah, I'm gonna show you the front yard now. So the biggest upgrade thus far is our door, the color. It has been repainted in a gray color. Before it was red. Then over here, we have this fake grass situation. So it's not our idea. This is how we got the house. And it is so, so ugly. So I was like, what can I do with this without me needing to redo like the whole garden? And then I thought, let's try if I can just put these stones on top of it. So I bought one bag of stones and I love it. I think it looks so much better if everything here is stone rather than fake grass. Yeah, I really think it will complement the colors here, like the white here, the gray, and also the dark brown. So, very excited about that. Then I am also redoing these plants. So, these are new, but we still have to pot them. They obviously don't look that great yet, but the seller promised me that it will get better. Anyways, we still have to like repot everything here. So this is gonna go, and this is gonna go. And then I also got these cute little olive trees or olive branches, I think. These pots we already had, or they came with the house. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna repurpose those for now. And then I also got started on our hallway. So we have this new beige color on the walls in the living room. And I was like, you know what? Let me also add that to our hallway. So I've done this wall and still working on this one. But I think it looks really nice with our in our hallway. And my plan is to do everything here as well. So this is where I started now. And then this is the vibe in our backyard. So they're repainting our windowsills. And I actually also got a lot of new plants to put into our backyard, but I'm going to show that to you later once the painters are gone and everything looks a little bit less disorganized. So I'll show that to you later, but so far, I'm really happy about the results. Oh my god, I am so happy with the results of our front yard. The difference is insane. Before it was just so, so, so ugly. And now I actually kind of like it. It's obviously not finished. I still have to like wash it a little, but baby steps. For now, I am just really happy with how it turned out. Guys, I think I like gardening. I had no idea it was so satisfying and so calming. And it's just so meditating also. I just you're just so one with nature and with doing what you're doing. And because it's not like that hard, you just have like these nice thoughts while you do it, but it's not something stressful. It's just something very calming. And the same I've actually realized when doing like painting on the walls. I just get so calm and I just love doing it. I don't know what it is. I think because it's just not a very difficult activity. Like thought wise, if that makes sense. Like you don't have to think about what you're doing all the time. And I think because I do that a lot, like I think a lot about what I do, I internalize my feelings, I journal a lot, I reflect. I am just such an overthinker that, yeah, doing these activities just make me feel a little bit more calm and peaceful and connected to my environment also. It's just so interesting that whenever you take the time or you allow yourself the time for these things like gardening or painting or anything in the house, it doesn't require you to like think too much. It's so much fun actually. It's so calming. And I think I just never allowed myself to fully enjoy it and immerse myself into it because I just had so many different other tasks that I also needed to do that I was very stressful and I was rushing it a lot. And now for the first time ever, I could just enjoy it and be a little bit more present in the moments. So yeah, I'm very happy with that revelation. And oh my God, I have also been deep diving into something else. It's called human design. And I'm going to tell you about that in the next vlog because it's already getting a little too long otherwise. But I am so hyped for this. And yeah, I'm going to tell you all about it in the next video. So hopefully I will see you there. Bye.